guys, how are you?
Good, how are
Hey, doing
you?
well.
Doing great. So to start, I've been asking everyone this because I think it's such a fun aspect of the show. I love that Sadie sees Hunter S. Thompson like just talking to her. So if you could have somebody who was like talking to you and guiding you and kind of encouraging you, who would it be and why?
Um,
Because we're being silly and we
yeah,
want to say the same thing. Should we
yeah,
say it?
yeah.
Yeah, on the count of three. One, two, three.
Carla
Carla
Gugino.
Gugino. Yeah.
We're obsessed with her.
We're
I
being really
respect
silly
it.
about Carla. We're being really silly about Carla, but it's hard not to be. She's perfect.
She's perfect.
She, I would do anything that woman
I
did.
respect
Yeah, me too. She's
Yeah.
also like our glamorous fan. Like she's so glamorous, but she's so real and
Yeah, she's
smart and generous,
everything.
and she's
She's
everything.
everything everywhere all at once.
As she sat behind me during a press screening for Poor Things, and I was like, "That's an Italian icon. I cannot speak to her," and just like let her leave.
Yeah.
She is an Italian icon.
I was just like, "Nope, I'm just gonna sit here." Um, what I really like about this show is kind of uh I'm not Melissa, not to bring it somewhat to your husband, but I'm obsessed with like bus things, like Almost Famous. And so I do like that this does have that kind of feel, especially in the last episode or the end of the first episode when they all get on the bus together. How did that kind of build your guys' camaraderie as a crew to like not only be all of these women on these characters on the same campaign trail, but they're also forced into this contained air like vehicle.
I think it like made us besties.
Yeah. And it was also very easy. Like the four of us just really got on
Yeah.
immediately. And you might hear that from actors all the time, like, oh, we love each other. We really
I
love each
know.
other. Like we really do. We're still friends and it was so fun and
And it
joyful.
was fun. And then yeah, we like the show.
Yeah.
We were on that bus in that stage filming all the time.
It was like the four of us and Carla's dog Melville, who
Yeah.
was sort of like our mascot.
Who
That
was like
dog
our set dog, our set
Yeah.
mascot. Yeah. Yeah. So it was fun.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
so
also love
Melville also an Italian icon. Great. I love that
Yeah.
for
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
stuff. But Melissa, I think, this is now what your second journalist that you've had to kind of like nail down.
Mhm.
What for you is fun about this kind of like woman who refuses almost to like do what her editor is telling her? Like every time she goes to do something, it's like, this isn't what I asked for, but I'll take it. She just keeps pushing
True.
back at what he's asking her to do.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, she do be doing that.
Yeah. I think because, well, first of all, I I, I didn't really feel like we kind of just skimmed the surface on Supergirl about what it feels like to be a journalist and what that actually looks like because Cara Danvers was busy doing other things.
Being Supergirl.
Like I don't know how much work she actually did. She
Yeah.
like would always leave the office to go
To fly.
Flying on a computer, just like
Yeah,
going like
yeah,
this.
totally.
Publishing a story while flying.
Right. So this Sadie McCarthy is a journalist with a capital J. It is what she lives, eats, and breathes to like a problematic degree. Like she gives up everything else in her life to do this.
Mhm.
So that is really fun. And the relationship with her editor is everything. And even though she might defy him, it's only because she is constantly like chasing his validation.
Mhm.
And she's trying to do that in ways that are true to her.
Yeah. And Natasha, listen, as much as the whole conversation currently is about how entertainment journalists and TikTokers are going back and forth over things, I do love that this show is like, no, she's very smart and educated, and here is how she knows all this stuff. Was it important for you to make sure that those elements were kind of there with this character? Because she's not just like some social media person, she actually knows what she's talking about.
Absolutely. And actually, Amy and I had a conversation about that. And Amy had said, in an earlier draft of the show, very early on, it seemed, she said maybe Lola was more of like an influencer type of character. And she was like, it's important to me that she's not that. I don't want you to feel that way. Amy was amazing and like so collaborative and always was talking to us about how we felt. But to me, when the first draft of this that I read when I first auditioned for the show, I was like, Lola is not an influencer to me at all. Or, what does that word really mean? But I was like, this is a person who is trying to be an activist and talk about politics and gain reach to an audience that maybe historically hasn't been invited to that table. That's what she's trying to do. So then it was kind of funny when we started filming the show and I got like all this cool clothes and cool hair and makeup. I was like, oh, okay. So, she has like such a vibe going on, but it was always important for me that the core of what she was doing was intelligent and researched and meaningful.
Yeah, and I have a last quick fun question for you guys because listen, I'm a musical theater girly, so I do miss you singing and dancing and having a ball. But for you guys, this show does, when you stop and think about it, kind of have those moments where they all kind of decompress. If they did just happen on this bus tour to go to a karaoke bar, what do you think your specific characters would choose to sing?
It's so funny because we sang so much on set. Do you remember that day when we were shooting at a school and we went on that stage?
Yeah,
Do you
and
remember?
Christina just busted out and has the most beautiful voice I've ever heard.
You and Christina and Adam Kaplan.
Oh yeah, well he's a Broadway star.
Listen, I was struggling. I thought it was play pretend on this stage, and I had these three, oh my God, singing the most beautiful ballads I had ever heard.
Christina has the voice of an angel.
So do you.
So I would listen to her sing anything.
And she does, yeah. So
I
we
don't-
did sing a lot, but yeah, what's the karaoke song?
Sadie would sing like Midnight Train to Georgia or something from like, she would probably sing like a song that Hunter S. Thompson liked.
I think Lola would sing like a Kim Petras song, which is so crazy. Like, how do you even do that for karaoke? But that's her vibe.
I would watch a solo Unholy performance from Lola, just like Lola by herself singing.
I would too.
But thank you guys so much for talking with me. I really appreciate it. Melissa, I saw your husband literally as Melchior, and I just think it's very fun.
What?
I saw him as Melchior on tour.
Oh my God. Was he good? I so wish I could have seen him. And you know what? He's reconnected with the girl, with Elizabeth Judd, who was like my best friends now.
Oh, yeah, I saw it in Charlotte. So it was like everyone was so excited because all the North Carolinians were like there.
And you saw the husband's butt on stage.
That I did. Thanks for talking with me. I really appreciate it.
It's so nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.